as we continue our coverage of the devastating KZN floods, we take you once again to Virginia Airport in Durban, which has become the heart of search, rescue and recovery operations. More than 400 people have died in the flooding since last week, while many, many more remain missing. Newzroom Afrika's Karinda Jagmohan is still at the airport and joins us live. And Karinda, as we count the cost of people who are still missing, families who are still looking to get closure in many ways, that really is a big part of the job that's happening there at Virginia Airport.
Absolutely, Michelle. These officers trying their best to sort of bring closure to these families that are going out, like you can see here, on the rescue missions. Now, the deployments was done at about 7:30, where all the officers were together. But we heard today that today specifically, it's going to be quite a lot for the officers. They're going to be stretched thin because many will be in Pietermaritzburg attending the funeral of the late Sergeant Busisiwe Mjwara, who died in the line of duty last week. And so it is also a very sad day for the officers here. I want to take you just to this site, which is kind of the heart, within the heart of the operations. It's where rescue operators are gathering to have a meal. Lauren Isaacs, perhaps we can speak to you live on Newzroom Afrika. You are conducting this sort of volunteer campaign to assist the rescue officers. Tell me, what have you seen on the ground since you started in terms of the spirit of the officers here?
And the spirits of the officers with regards to that, they're working together as a huge team. I mean, it's not only KZN people that are on the ground here. There's people from all over the various different provinces within South Africa. And you're not allocated necessarily somebody in KZN with somebody else. So everybody is just coming together and uniting with one another.
You're providing meals here for the officers. Can you just tell me about this? And also, it's more than that. It's also kind of giving a smile to the officers that are coming back from a very tough day.
Yeah, so what we do is we try and do, like what you can see here, is their breakfast, and what they also have is a snack pack. So in their snack pack, they don't have time to go out into the field and go to a shop or a garage to purchase items. So we pack them various different goods to see them through the day so that they don't have to do that. And then we also provide them with a hot lunch and a hot dinner.
And Lauren, I mean, at the end of the day, you're seeing the officers come back, the brave men and women. What emotions have you been seeing on the ground? Anything that touched you specifically?
There's been various different emotions. Obviously, they did lose a member as well as a canine, so the mood was very, very somber and obviously large amount of upset on that day. But they kind of just like I mentioned earlier, the camaraderie between everybody, and I think just the if I can use the word hearse, South African hearse, it really just shows in and amongst them as well. They're ready to go. They're definitely hardworking people out there.
Thank you very much for speaking to us. Lauren Isaacs, she's conducting, it's really just a spot where officers are coming to have a meal and things like that, but more than that, take a breather, take a rest. The officers are about to go out, they'll be deployed across eThekwini. Again, we hear that there's also deployment to Newcastle as well. SANDF members are also here, and ultimately, of course, just waiting to see at the end of the day what will happen. Remember, there is also a team that will be attending the funeral of Sergeant Busisiwe Mjwara. My colleague Zikona Chona will be there as well, reporting live for Newzroom Afrika.
Incredible, difficult, heartbreaking work there. Karinda Jagmohan, thanks very much indeed for giving us that perspective as those search and recovery efforts continue in KZN.